So yeah, got two this morning for my client out in New York. Called a record, got to the doctor, and was like, "Hey, when don't really have a huge need, we usually take care of it here, but I'd love to be able to talk in case we have anything that ever comes up." So set him up with my boss or my client over there, and I think that could be kind of a part-time thing, which is good. And then right after that, I got a call back from a record I called earlier, and this office manager was pretty interested in some of the marketing solutions that we do, and then liked that we don't just charge for a number of hours. You get us for the whole month if anything ever comes up. And so they were super interested in that, and we decided on a time and date sometime next week, penciled us in to meet with the doctor over there, and following up on that one next week just to double check it's still on.
Yeah, I got one for Spokane client. It was with the operations manager. They recently had their IT director leave them, and they got two guys who kind of do IT in-house still. So I think that they're looking, for our best pitch. They've never outsourced before, but definitely interested to see what we can do for their infrastructure, kind of with that co-managed environment. It's definitely a good time to engage just with their main guy just now leaving, but with never outsourcing before, you never know. But I know we'll have a good pitch for them. They got about 13 users, 2 physical servers in 2 locations, one in Seattle and one in Spokane. So it should be a really good pitch just because the timing's right. I know we'll kill it.
20 users, and then a physical server, one location. Talk with the pastor. He's open to learn a little bit more. He's looking for other companies. He's currently working with the current MSP. He's looking to get into VoIP phones, so that was a plus. We got it scheduled for next week on Wednesday, and I think my client will be pretty happy about it.
All right, so I got an appointment today with the CIO for a very big air ambulance jet company, basically. So they've got over 300 users. The CIO is doing it interim. He told me today, he's like, I'm doing it as a favor to the CEO. So we've had multiple conversations. I talked to him a couple weeks back. It was just a bunch of volleyball back and forth. Here's an email, pick a time. Here's an email, here's a phone call. I mean, just finally got him on the phone. And he was like, yeah, you know what? I can do the 12th. So we set up a meeting. It's got to be over Teams, though, because he's in the Northeast. But they've got offices, I think 6 offices along the East Coast. He needs specific help, so I got out of him why he wanted the meeting. So it should be pretty good. He was telling me how they're using a bunch of stuff like Azure and 365 and a bunch of Microsoft-based products. And I was like, look, our president worked at Microsoft before starting the company, so he's familiar with all of that stuff. And he was like, okay, yeah, that's great. So we set up the meeting. He's already accepted the invite. Should be big time if we could close it. I mean, if he wants to retire, we'll just take his job, right?